So for today's assignment, we are going to be writing a rule to describe each transformation. So we've only covered 3 transformations. So the transformations that we've covered are translation, reflection, and rotation. A translation is just sliding the object left, right, up, or down. A reflection is flipping it over. Think of like a mirror. It's a reflection in a mirror. And then our last one is rotation, which is just turning the object. So what you're going to be doing for this assignment is you're going to be looking for which transformation happened. And so for a translation, it's going to look basically the same. So it basically looks the same for number 1. So I would say that this is probably a translation. After you tell me which transformation happened, you're going to give me a little bit of details, give me the rule that happened. So for this translation here, you're telling me how much it moved and in what direction. So did it move up, down, left, or right? And by how much? For a reflection, you're going to look for mirrored images. So it kind of flips it over. So number 2 here would be a reflection because it's flipping over that axis there. And then the detail is just telling me which axis it flipped over. So this one would be flipped over the x-axis. For a rotation, basically you're looking for the one that's kind of confusing. I do a process of elimination, so I check to see if it's a translation first. If it's not a translation, I check to see if it's a reflection. If it's neither of those, it has to be a rotation. So something like this where it's kind of confusing looking, it didn't slide because it's kind of, not the same shape. It didn't reflect because it's not a mirror image of the other one, has to be a rotation. And then you're going to tell me which direction it rotated in, counterclockwise or clockwise. That's what those 2 abbreviations mean, counterclockwise and clockwise. Remember, clockwise is like a clock. It goes around like that, which means counterclockwise is going to go the opposite direction, so around like that. And you're going to tell me by what degree. So it's either going to be 90, 100, or 270. Remember, a 90-degree counterclockwise looks like that. So it turned 90 degrees. 180 is it flipped upside down. 270 is it on its side. And so that's what you're looking for in this assignment. Those 3 things you're telling me whether it's a translation, reflection, or rotation. And then you're giving me the rule that happened to get to where it is. When you're looking at these, the black one is always going to be the original figure, and the blue one is going to be the prime figure. And you can kind of see it if you zoom in. It has the prime notation on the W, on the Y, and on the X, because this is the original one and this is the prime one. If you have any questions over this assignment, you can log into Zoom and ask me there, or you can send me an email.